Welcome everybody, this is On The Spot and I am Hempress Divine coming to you live from St. John's, Antigua. This week we went into town, we did a little math quiz, got some interesting questions. So let's go downtown and see what it's all about. Yes, we're in the streets now, we're about to gonna have some fun, so you know what to do. Follow me. If I'm 100 and you're 1 year old, when I turn 200, how old are you? 2?
No. No.
And I'm 1 year old.
Yes.
When you're 200, I'll be 100.
You sure?
Well, I believe that, yeah.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, how old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
If you are 100 years old and I'm 1, I will be...
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
200 and much. 2? I just make a little rough guess. If you are 100 years old, and I'm 1.
Yeah. When I turn 200.
When you
how
turn,
old would you
well, I think I will be. I supposed to be. That's a rough mathematics.
I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old. How old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
When you're 200?
Yeah.
Really? Really? 99?
What? What is that?
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. No.
Yeah. Try again.
Okay, let's go with that answer.
Huh? Next one.
Let's go with that one.
99?
Let's go with that one.
No. No.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, how old would you be when I am 200 years old?
201.
She wasn't ready.
Are you sure?
Baby.
You'll be 101. Because
Me 101.
if I'm
She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
That's a good question. Well, let me answer that question for you. If you are 100 years old and I'm 1, and you get to reach 200, well, I'm going to still be the same figure. My figure can never change.
why is that?
Because simply, when you're counting, you want to start from 1. So, in our figure things straight and level, we got to start to multiply and subtract to get the real figure, right? And me will say, that would be 99.
Oh, Jesus.
I rest my case at 99.
Are you sure?
And Jesus, I can't do algebra, Lord.
What does the Y and Phi in Wi-Fi mean?
Y and the phi. No Y in a Wi-Fi. No Y in a Wi-Fi.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
If I am 100 years old and you're 1 year old, how old would you be when I am 200 years old?
Repeat the question for me.
If I am 100 years old and you're 1 year old,
Yeah.
how old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
101.
Yeah.
This is Dodos with Hempress Divine and you're watching On The Spot.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, How old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
Repeat this, sir.
If I'm 100 years old and you're a 1 year old, how old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
99.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know about Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay. What does the Y and Fi in Wi-Fi mean? What does it stand for?
Look at this.
Wi-Fi.
What do you think Y stands for? The WI.
Internet access.
If I'm 100 years old and you're a 1 year old, how old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
Wait. We get that good. If you 1 year old and
you're 1 year old.
100 old and you 1 year old.
Yeah. No, I'm 100, you're 1 year old. And when I turn 200, how old would you be?
Yeah, give me again. You are 100 old.
Yeah. And you,
Me 1 year old.
yeah.
So when you 200, how much you can be?
Yeah.
199. I mean,
No.
Try again.
hold on, go. No, that's possible. You're 100 old, me 1. So when you 200, you how much you can be? 98. That's possible.
Who is I am and who is you?
If I am 100 years old and you're 1 year old, how old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
I don't know how old would you be.
How old would you be?
With the help of the creator?
Huh?
I'll be 99.
Are you sure?
With the help of the creator, according to my knowledge, Jonathan, I should be 99.
Oh, Jesus.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
If you're 100 year old and I am,
1 year old.
when you're 200, I'll be 2.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. At the present moment, you are 1. And
You're 1.
I am 1 and you are 100. Yeah, so at the present when I'm 2 year, you'll be 200.
No.
If I am 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
You're 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
And
You're 1 year old.
I'm 1.
Yeah. When I'm 200, how old would you be?
I know the answer. I'm 2. You're 100. I'm 2. That is.
You want a calculator?
Repeat it again.
Okay. I'm 100 years old and you're a 1 year old. When I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
2.
In Jesus, I can't do algebra, Lord.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, how old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
2. I'm sure.
And you're 1 year old. When I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
2 years old.
You sure?
Yeah. How old would I be?
How old would you be?
I said 2. If you're 100 and I'm 1, and you're 200,
You'll be 101.
how you figure?
Catch up. It's Gingy, baby. You already know, man. It's Gingerbread, man. Straight from New York. International superstar. Hip-hop and all that. We here with Hempress Divine. Not Empress, you know. Hempress. And we watching On the Spot. Catch up.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old.
Yeah.
When I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
101.
All right. If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I am 200 years old, how old would you be?
You're 100 and I'm 1.
Yeah.
So when you're 200, I'll be 2. 100 and I'm 1. So when you're 200, yeah, I'll be 2.
She wasn't ready.
Listen, I'm not good at maths, right? So tell me if I'm wrong.
You'll be 101.
101?
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
100.
Are you sure about that?
Like 101.
Yes. If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, how old would you be when I'm 200 years old?
Yeah, because I don't trust me. No. But then different, yeah, I'm so different.
You know, Wi-Fi. Do you know about Wi-Fi? Do you have Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I have Wi-Fi.
Do you know what Wi-Fi stands for?
No, not really.
Do you like to try? Well, guess what it means?
Like I said, it's on TV, so for me, mine very filthy, you know, so Wi-Fi, let me see. W-I-F-I. Woman, let me see. In. Okay, all right. Stop.
I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old. When I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
100.
Are you sure?
You'd be 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're here with Oxy 268. I'm chilling with Hempress Divine. Right here with On the Spot. When I catch me real messed up. Yeah, what up, people? Yeah, we're here on Honeycutter this afternoon with Hempress Divine, and you're watching On the Spot.
I know you're watching and I know you're having fun, but as promised, we're gonna bring an Antiguan artist into the studio to have an interview with him and maybe play one of his videos. But for now, we're gonna head back into the streets and have a little math trivia again. So, yeah, don't touch that. If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I'm 200 years old, how old are you?
Repeat that question.
Yeah. When I'm 100 years old, you're 1 year old. Now I turn 200 years old. How old would you be?
101.
Yeah. If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I'm 200 years old, how old are you?
If you're 100 years old and I'm 100, I'm only 1, and then you're 200 and how old I am?
Yes.
101.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
I'll be 199.
Are you sure about that?
You're 100. And when you're 100, I was
1 year old. You're 1 year old.
No.
So now I'm 200.
I'll be 100. I think I'll be 100. Am I correct?
I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old,
Okay.
when I'm 200 years old, how old are you? How old would you be?
101.
Yes. We back, and we're here chilling with J Abnormal here at Chosen Sounds. What's up, Jay?
I don't know me there. I'm there. Oh, God.
Yeah, man, me Irie same way.
Okay, so the vibes.
All right, so I want you to tell the people who is J Abnormal.
Well, J Abnormal is a 20-year-old who has anonymous passion for music. Not only the music, but like, you know, the whole entertainment business. J Abnormal is a dancer / reggae artist, by the way. Yeah, I've done soca and dancehall already and many other genres, but my main focus in like the whole entertainment business, that's dancehall and reggae.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any projects that you're working on currently?
Well, I have many projects, you know. We have a producer, Pal. Shout out Palestine. Of course, are the boss. Yeah. We have a new project called Rainforest. It's a rhythm. Look out, Siddiqui Lennox, El Jabou, they're on all of that. So yeah, it's not just for just this moment. It's continuous, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, man.
Okay, so how do you expect how do you want the public to perceive J Abnormal? How do you distinguish J Abnormal from any other artist in Antigua?
Well, the name is self-explanatory. You know what I mean? Abnormal not meaning like I have a deformed part or something, you know. Abnormal is just like a homophone or like a simile stating like, you know, different. So then anything that I do, it leaves an impact.
So where do you see J Abnormal being in the next 10, 15 years?
Well, J Abnormal will still be J Abnormal, you know, the great one. But probably, you know, more educated, more wiser, you know what I mean? Not only just the music, but like my own persona, you know what I mean? Yeah, life taking a lot of steps, and you just have to just take your time, because if you skip the line, you don't know how to go. Yeah, man.
Face yourself.
Of course.
Alright, so we're gonna just cut into your music video right now. Do you want to introduce your music video?
Well, you don't know the music video. Abnormal, the greatest video in the world. Girl coming on me, and hey, check it out.
Yo, Danny boy, yeah, J Abnormal, Jenny Medina, yo, sabe, yo, Antigua, Whisper Antigua, man, tú no sabes, Santo Domingo, Antigua.
Girl coming on me island, Antigua, Rep 268 celebrating me island, Antigua, 365 crystal clear from me island, Antigua, yeah, no fun, no from high grade from me island, Antigua, girl coming on me island. See the place where me stay, down in the south side yard where me dey. Liberta and have vibes every day. From you come one time, swear say you want stay. Girl jumping at me front here on a hot day. Link up me talk, pitch at the hill way. Bust a few nut if you feel thirsty. God we defend, so we love country. Oh my gosh, we have enough cash. Down in the night, full steam and to a bash. Liquor more now, we a change up his spot on side. Our streets we a lock, take you on a tour. Show you some more, make a so casa for you to explore. Oh, me amor, me say you drive me so crazy. Girl coming on me island, Antigua, Rep 268 celebrating me island, Antigua, 365 crystal clear from me island, Antigua, yeah, no fun, no from high grade from me island, Antigua,
Danny boy, se juntaron in the dominicanos y los antiguanos. Antigua, Santo Domingo, metiendo mano. Aquí no hay extraño. Representando J Abnormal y Jenny Medina, Danny Boy en Antigua, viviendo la vida. Pásame el agua, Dani, la presidente, las dos banderas, así se siente.
And things one connect. We are move fast, you don't tell me them days are the best. What's next? Get you, all road, and the flex. So tired you will wake up in no shots and the vest. Oh yes, I me say 268 are the best. Men I sell out, pay no concrete no more, not less. Oh yes, 268 God bless, no time for bad mind. Girl coming on me island, Antigua, Rep 268 celebrating me island, Antigua, 365 crystal clear for me island, Antigua, yeah, no fun, no from my grade from me island, Antigua, girl coming on me island. See the place where me stay, down in the south side yard where me day. Liberta and have vibes every day. From you come one time, swear say you want stay. Girl jumping at me front here on a hot day. Link up me talk, pitch at the hill way. Bust a few nut if you feel thirsty. God we defend, so we love country. Oh my gosh, we have enough cash. Down in the night, phone steam and to a bash. Lick up more now, we a change up his spot. Townside, our streets we a lock. Take you on a tour, show you some more. Make a so casa for you to explore. Oh, me amor, me say you drive me so crazy. Girl coming on me island, Antigua, Rep 268 celebrating me island, Antigua, 365 crystal clear from me island, Antigua, yeah, no fun, no from my grade from me island, Antigua, girl coming on me island.
Yes, that was J Abnormal coming on my island, and now we're gonna show Promise No Promises, No Skylarking. Big up, big up.
Yeah, I remember you used to go down on the farm with my grandma and my grandpa. And sometimes you see them at work, so you just drop sit down and watch them, you know. And your grandma walk over and knock me on the shoulder and say, get up, boy. And I said the thing said, you have to go work. She told me, no skylarking, no skylarking. I remember Grandma Irma say, no you can't sit down there now work and still expect me. Hey, start walking, take up the cassava, start walking. Can't talk about get tired now, looking to get fired now. No work simply means no pay. That's why we say, big up all the 9 to 5 and all the 8 to 4 people who still got the drive. Keep going, work hard and keep your family nice. We want more on the plate than plain rice. Tell them, me have to big up all security. Cause you see tomorrow morning, it's just not a surety. Them leave them family home alone. Cause they make a dollar paper have to bleach all night. No skylark. I remember Grandma Irma say, no you can't sit down there now work and you still want pay. Hey, start walking. She said we start walking. Wow. Can't talk about you tired now, looking to get fired now. Yeah. Every day them on the block and not a doing a thing, some red eye. I said them need Visine, them a fear run. When them hear police siren, cause everywhere them turn like them leave crime scene. Hey, big up the taxi man and bus drivers. The farmer man plant time and cyphers. And the construction workers we beat it in the sun. No them one they are real survivors. No skylarking, no skylarking. Remember Grandma Irma said, no you can't sit down there now work and you still want pay. Hey, start walking. She said we start walking. Wow. Can't talk about you tired now, looking to get fired now. Yeah.
Yes, everybody, thank you for tuning into this week's episode of On The Spot. I am Hempress Divine. Make sure you tune in next time for a lot more laughs and a lot more fun. Do you know?
Oh, you're not giving no time?
No, I'm not giving no time. Do you know what Wi-Fi is? Do you have Wi-Fi?
No. Right now, I don't even have a phone.
But you know what Wi-Fi is?
I think so. I don't really know. Wi-Fi.
What do you think Wi-Fi stands for?
W-I-F-I.
What do you think the W-I and F-I stands for?
I think the W may stand for world. The I may stand for international. Me know the F-I stand for. Me know where none of them stand for, but world, international. Me know.
I'm gonna ask you.
Good man.
Hear you. I'm gonna ask him first. Hey, come, guess. Come.
Listen me. And listen me good.
What do you think Wi-Fi stands for?
Tell you, I'm not going to tell.
Take a guess. What do you use Wi-Fi for?
Oh?
To get what?
Internet connection, service.
That's okay.
WhatsApp,
Okay,
Facebook.
So what do you think it means then?
Well,
Judged on that information.
Well, to me, my information, I feel me Wi-Fi. Like if I then spot down and I see the Wi-Fi there, I charge my Wi-Fi, I'm going to get pan tap on my go. You know what I mean?
Alright.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I'm 200 years old, how old would you be?
Um, 10. Me don't know.
Try again.
Repeat that question.
If I'm
100.
100, that's your answer?
No. If you're 100 and
If I'm 100 and you're 1 year old,
yeah,
when I turn 200, how old would you be?
101.
Out of 200, baby. Eh?
Answer. What do you, if I'm 100 and you're 1, when I turn 200, how old would you be?
2.
2? Are you sure?
If she 100.
She turned 200.
Yeah. Alright,
You're
2.
1 year old.
Yeah, alright, 2.
No, me think 101. That's what we say. 101.
Okay, say over there again.
100 years.
You try it again.
Try, you have to repeat that again.
Okay.
Right now.
If I'm 100 years old and you're 1 year old, when I turn 200, how old would you be?
She says she on 100. She on 100. Let's try to put everything together. Hold on. She says she be 100 years old. Yeah? And when she turn 200.
How much you gonna be? I'm 100 years.
No, it can't be 2 neither. Let's try to put everything together because she says she be 100.